multiple streams.
This is the third part of our attempt.
Countless deaths. And having to deal with your own past. Welcome, I'm Frapollo94, and this, as you may have read from the title, is another challenge of fear and hunger! Wait, hold on. We're gonna jump into the challenge in a second. I just want you to know something. This is gonna be a little different from the other videos I made. Let's say that in here, you will be able to see the person behind the screen. You will understand later. But now, enough with the talking. I love those videos where all enemies are replaced with the final boss. There was Dark Souls, Sekiro, so today we're gonna try to beat Ragnavaldr as ending, but all the enemies are the final boss in Fear and Hunger! You're happy that you got your intro, aren't you? The first question, of course, is which final boss? I mean, if you have eyes looking at the thumbnail, you already know it's Gorgoroth, the hardest final boss. And no, shut up, Sylvian supremacists, you are just wrong. This bastard puts phobia on all your party to deal more physical damage, hits like a truck, burns, explodes, curses you to die in 5 turns, and it's tanky as hell. Here, all the enemies are Gorgoroth. Yeah, every single one of those. Every single entity that can be fought is Gorgoroth. Even the infamous Dorgoroth. You have to thank Matty for creating this abomination. And if you combine that we're gonna play in hard mode and we're gonna do the hardest ending, Ragnavaldr as ending, we're gonna suffer. But without further ado, let's jump into the first stream and into the rules. The first ever stream of this challenge run happened the day before Christmas Eve, just to make you understand how long all of this is gonna be. So, rules. As I said, Ragnavaldr as ending and all the enemies are Gorgoroth. Additionally, I am gonna ban marksmanship because, I mean, if we can just kill almost everyone, there is no point in having the Gorgoroth. In case you don't know, marksmanship allows you to kill opponents in the overworld using a bow. Not all the opponents, but a very good amount, and I think it would break the spirit of the challenge if we were just able to kill opponents while they are Gorgoroth like that. And even if in here you don't see any other rules, I always have a gentleman's agreement of never using debug spots, which are tiles where you can collect infinite items and party members, and I also try to use the least amount of bugs. Last but not least, for Ragnavaldr as ending you need all the souls of the bosses. And you could just obtain them using an empty scroll, but no, we have to kill all the bosses required in this run, otherwise it's not valid. Which means we have to kill like 10 or more Gorgoroth. Easy, right? First of all, the intro. We take the axe because marksmanship is banned. Devour because bloodlust sucks so much. And I already made a challenge run on it. And in the end, of course, dash, because if a single opponent touches us, we have to reset the run for now. And now we can start our journey. Yeah, unfortunately this mod doesn't come without some new bugs to add to our collection, and trust me, this is not the last time I will mention the bugs. Do you want to see a practical demonstration of how this mod works? You know what? Let me give you a demonstration. Are you ready? From here I think you may understand the main change done by this mod. While usually in our challenges we try to take advantage from easy opponents to prepare for the harder boss fights, in here all the preparations has to happen without using enemies. You know, you cannot really kill Gorgoroth at the start of the run. The main problem, other than, you know, having to kill a literal final boss which can murder a full party if you're not prepared, is very simple. How do we get skills? We need lesser souls to use the Hexen, and lesser souls require corpses. Corpses requires us to, you know, kill something, but without the correct skills, how do you kill something? Do you see the loop? That's the first thing we have to understand if we want to triumph in this Remember when I said it wasn't gonna be the last time I mentioned bugs? For some reason, without going too much into the specifics because you maybe don't even care about it, some events reset when you open the menu or when you leave a zone. Number 1, this causes items to respawn, such as for example the green herbs on the ground, but most importantly, all the doors are gonna be re-closed. And you know what's the problem? If a door doesn't open from a certain side, you have every time to go all the way around. I hate my life right now, and we're only at 5 minutes and 10 seconds of the video. The passages, okay, that's the blue signal. Soon enough, we arrive to the cave dweller to Garogoroth village, baby! Imagine entering a village and every single inhabitant is a literal god. Oh, by the way, remember the soulstone problem? Here we could get a lot of corpses if we get the 10% chance of the massacre, where basically the whole village is dead. But I don't like to save scam, and we would have to restart the run every time, so whatever, if we get it, we get it, otherwise we just play normally. And of course, we almost never got it. Here, there is still one guaranteed corpse for us. This particular cave dweller can be talked to, and if you talk, someone else will arrive and... Wow. You didn't have to be so evil. That poor dweller didn't do anything. Whatever, let's take our guaranteed soulstone and let's get a lesser soul in here. What do we do with this? The main idea of my plan is to enter Mahabre, buy a purifying talisman, because of course I was that unlucky to never find a single purifying talisman in the crates. With the talisman, open the Hexen room and collect the blood portal. With some caution, we're able to slowly take the Cube of the Depths, escape from all the cave dwellers, go all the way through the mines and reach Mahabre. With the help of a red vial, open the door to the time machine and go into the past. We are doing this to prevent the Crow Mauler from despawning. If you surpass the arc in Mahabre in the present, the Crow Mauler is gonna despawn. But if you stay on the right in the past of this arc, you will not make him despawn. After this, the path to the merchant is completely safe. We can take our talisman and go all the way back. And fortunately, up to now, nothing bad really happened. No! Do you realize how problematic the first part of the run is? Not only we can't get enemies loot, but we can lose 1 hour of progress for a single mistake. We cannot even save because it's hard mode. But whatever, let's relax. At least we got Blood Portal. With this we can set up the fast travel through the dungeon, so we minimize the problems of finding opponents. Oh, and indirectly, using Blood Portal, we can counter the bug of the doors being closed, because we can just travel through the portals, so easy. Limited edition stuff. No! This is a problem. Okay? Wait. Calm down. Calm down. No! Calm down! Calm down! You ready? And there we go. Goodbye! Oh! Wait! How did he... Oh yeah, because Clovagod has 90% accuracy. That's how it missed. And there we go. And that's how, after 3 minutes from the moment in which we got Blood Portal, we instantly lost everything. But to be fair, as a first attempt, it did not go bad at all. It was the first time we tried, at the time I had less knowledge than now, and we were already creating a sort of strategy of a route to follow to be able to progress. The most important thing we realized is that in this mode, only the battle is replaced, or the troop, if you know a little bit about RPG Maker. And what does this mean? That while the battle is replaced with Garokoroth, the escape from the battle menu escape, not from the skill escape, from the battle menu escape is available in the battles in which it's normally available. This includes the majority of the non-boss opponents and a couple of others. This basically gives us a 50% chance to escape, or later on, a 100%. While I explained this stuff, we went basically back to the previous place, except this time we have a talisman which was found randomly before entering Mahabre. And you know what this means? Blood Portal, baby! After having set up everything, we reach Legard in the cell, and congratulations! 50% of the run is completed. The requirements for the S ending are to kill all the bosses and to check Legard, so technically we did 50%, right? With this second attempt, we also figured out another good corpse for the Soulstone. Jeanne. If you enter Mahabre in the present, you will see a Lord of Flies transporting the corpse of Jeanne around. And if you don't interrupt him, you're gonna be able to find the corpse of Jeanne inside of the entrance to the old passage. In here, you can use a Soulstone on it. What are we gonna do with this? Still didn't decide, honestly, but the more options, the better. Later on, we're also gonna discover you can use Bachman Dead from Tortur as a corpse for a Soulstone, but it's not really relevant. Give me something, an empty scroll! Empty scroll!
Okay, Blood Sacrifice.
Blood Sacrifice, one of the best skills of the game, if only it was available in the Hexen. With it, on the ritual circles, you can basically collect all the Gargogoth spells except Pyromancy Trick. Now, these should reduce your max HP, but for some reason they go back to normal after a while, and this is not the mode, this is the vanilla game. So we take those. Party members could be helpful. Party members in hard mode can be obtained with Necromancy, a skill of Gargogoth. Make 2+2, with Blood Sacrifice we have access to Necromancy, yes! Or no. There is still a little teeny tiny problem. If you fail Necromancy on the skeletons, you will have to fight the Skelegoroth. Yeah, our destiny is in the hands of a coin flip. Or maybe no. While exploring around and looting more, we get the Scroll of Wizards. Scroll of Wizards teaches Greater Blood Magic, and Greater Blood Magic removes the coin flip from Necromancy. With this, we can finally gather our party together. For this occasion, I give the possibility to you, the chat, to name the skeletons and the ghouls. And so we got Obannaroth, Skeleroth, and Bongoroth. Pretty well themed with the challenge, honestly.
Salmon Snake may effectively be useful, yeah. But not on me, on a skeleton. But if I put the Salmon Snake soul on a skeleton and the skeleton dies, we can get sure that the playing member is more against the... is a slashing attack, check. With me, I can't roll for you. No, God is a slashing attack, yeah. No, is a slashing attack. Iron Person has 30...
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we spent several minutes trying to cook a strategy with the low amount of stuff we had. Because even if we have Necromancy and the Greater Blood Magic, we didn't really get anything else. And there is a reason I'm skipping the strategy. Do you know how the first attempt went?
Don't attack me! Don't attack me! Don't attack me! Don't attack me! No, no, no!
Fantastic stream. We're at the 3 hours in the stream right now. People watch the 3 hours of this shit. But that's the problem. Consistency. You know why Gargogoth is both a difficult boss and yet a very fair one? Because he hits very hard that you may end up losing a party member or two, but still allowing you to win the battle, and he is the final boss, so you can afford to lose party member. After him there is nothing. GG, you achieved victory. I mean, the ending of Gargogoth is not exactly victorious, but still. Here, after one battle, we just get access to the next Gargogoth. Blood Golem is also risky because we require one turn to use him, and there is another particular reason you will see later for which it's very risky. But anyways, first stream ended, and we still have time to think about cooking some more strategies. For the second stream I was incredibly motivated. Not only because it was almost the new year, but also because, as I always say, if the motivation goes down, our run will be affected as well. If you let the game reach you and make you feel bad, you will start making more and more mistakes continuously.
One of the Kegnorot... He's gonna kill me, no! Hi!
Hey, I said more mistakes. I never said we weren't gonna make mistakes at all. And we keep moving forward, while also having some interesting discussions.
In old Pokemon, a lot of NPCs had pretty interesting stuff to say. But in the new games, it's just
Yeah, you can hit me with the okay boomer, but back in my days, Pokemon games were better! In this run, we got the Massacre, pretty lucky honestly, and also we found an empty scroll and a quill. Do you know what does this mean? Oh lord, give White Angel. Remember when I said that the battle menu escape is different from the skill to escape? Now, since the average agility of our party is 20, we are guaranteed to escape from all battles. We can accidentally trigger how many battles we want, except a couple exceptions, but we can always escape safely. From this position, we are guaranteed to prepare in the best way possible. Right? No. There was a thing in the equation which I did not consider. The thing is you. You people. You people.
But at least we can get an empty scroll here, right? Ancient...
You are always able to let the intrusive thoughts reach my head. Do you realize why I started making challenge runs off stream? But at the end of the day, whatever. It was just a single ancient book. We are still mostly fine, right?
Bro, just say...
The sole fact that the ancient book is related to Gorgoroth makes this even more frustrating.
I need to use the bear trap for this. I need to use the bear trap. That's a very inconvenient position. Hello, buddy? Buddy, can you look up? Can you look up? Buddy? Oh! Have you programmed to never look up and I didn't know? Hello? Have you really programmed? Oh, no, no, no! Oh, okay. Now, unless we find... Good. So,
one of the other locations I still didn't show where we can collect the fantastic stuff is at the end of the puzzle in the Tomb of the Gods. Here, it is full of scroll shelves, so we can hope to get some better loot.
Please, stop. Since I did the needleworm only and I keep seeing needleworms everywhere, even in the old challenge runs, please stop giving me the scroll of leeches.
Whatever. What happens now? Oh, right, new part of the strategy. Oh Lord, give the passages. With this, not only we can get the blue sim, but also we have access to this particular chest. If you don't know, in this chest, if you hit correctly the coin flip, you are always gonna get the Ever-Watching Talisman. And it's the only way to get the Ever-Watching Talisman in hard mode. Why is this important? Well, Gorgoroth applies always phobia, and this prevents phobia. Which means you will not take an extra 50% damage from Claw of a God. And, you know, Claw of a God is one of the main problems of the battle, so that's good.
Think about it conceptually. Watching a person spending 9 hours doing needleworm only run.
I swear to Olmir, if there is another reference to the needleworm only run in this stream, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. For the second part of the setup, we get the hard leather armor, which offers the highest fire protection of the game. You take only 25% damage from fire attacks, and you know, Burning Gaze and the Eye Explosion are fire attacks. And of course, the party wouldn't be completed without the skeletons. For Bone Apet, Babatunde, and Bone Maged, because this game is fantastic and has a lot of characters you can put into your name, it is time to face the Gorgoroths. But not before using the remaining empty scrolls to give them better setup. For the majority, I prefer to go for the Gaunt Bassinet, which is a headpiece with the highest slashing protection on the head. Let's start with the Salmon Snake. The reason I choose this one is because the Salmon Snake soul can actually be used to heal the bleeding left from Gorgoroth. And honestly, that's not a great start. 2 eyes opened, one of the 2 being the one with the 300 HP, Burning Gaze connected, and we still survived!
That's the worst RNG ever, goodbye Babatunde.
Yeah, of course, but at least the skeleton which died is not the one with the Ever-Watching Talisman. That one is actually tanking pretty well. What I'm saying is, even if we already lost a party member for how unlucky we were, I think it's going pretty decently. Or, you know, whenever something goes well in anything, something has to go wrong too.
Bon Appetit is still alive. Oh! Oh! Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Buddy? I am clicking on the keyboard in this moment. What? No!
You know, I usually complain about bugs, etc., ruining the experience and all of that, but how is it possible that a final boss fight has an inbuilt soft lock bug? This is not the mod, this is the boss fight. If you kill at any point some of the eyes, not all of them, some of the eyes, there is a chance the battle will get stuck forever here. What happened is the game is infinitely trying to reopen the eyes which are already dead, staying in an infinite loop where, you know, since the game didn't still finish to execute the code, you cannot attack, you cannot do anything, you don't even have the menu. Easy. GG. Did we just lose all our progresses because of a bug?
Yes.
And looking back, maintaining my composure in this moment is something I'm genuinely proud of.
Definitely when I closed the stream I didn't start swearing in 5 different languages. No, absolutely no.
So, for the third stream, I added a special rule. 99 books of enlightenment. Not to create save files and save scam my way to victory. No. Just to save before the Grogorovs in case we get a soft lock. Okay? And no, we are not gonna intentionally force the soft lock if we are losing. I am not that kind of player, okay? Oh, also for this stream, the mod was updated. Now the door reset bug was fixed, finally! Miracle! We can finally play the game more normally! But anyways, I think I already explained the majority of the strategies we are gonna use for now. So we're gonna beat it next time. Right? Right?
Finally, okay. No! I hate— No! I think we lost the run. I didn't consider the distance between me and the opponent. The Necronomicon.
Despite all those failures, we were still able to create some pretty decent setups. Ragnvaldr has hard leather armor, the skeletons mostly have, trash. I did not get the Overwatching Talisman because I failed the coin flip, because it's fantastic having a plan which is also based on coin flips, right? And for the occasion I chose to start from the Crow Mauler instead of the Salmo Snake, and there is a precise reason for that. The battle was incredibly tense. The plan is to try to kill the eyes in the first turn to prevent excessive damage. The eyes are really the most unpredictable aspect of this battle. You have to constantly pray that Grogorov only opens 1 or 2 eyes, because if there are 3 eyes opened, someone is gonna die. Once the situation is kinda manageable, I also use the pheromones on myself and keep guarding the damage. In this way the skeletons have an extra chance to survive. And even if the battle was not going bad, I figured out another problem. The countdown of the Curse of Grogoroth was almost at the end, and there was one thing I forgot. Purifying talismans. Talismans are not infinite. You can buy them of course, but money doesn't grow on trees. What I'm saying is, unless we find an easy way to get talismans, we have to not only kill all the Grogorovs, but some of the Grogorovs have to die before the timer kills us. And keeping that in mind, this is why I started from the Crow Mauler. The secret technique. Nigerunda yo.
Alright, that's it. We run. Yes!
Since there is still a chance to escape from these battles, why not taking advantage from it? After all, it's an all Grogoroth run. We have to use everything we can to take the upper hand. And talking about everything, I had a secret tech. Legaroth. Legaroth learned early in the run Healing Whispers. Unfortunately, teaching Healing Whispers to a party member is very difficult. You have to randomly find the scroll, there is no other way to teach it to the others. But this means Legaroth can randomly decide to heal the whole party whenever he wants. We cannot control it. If we are lucky, it's gonna happen. And just like that, by going a little bit more aggressive, we get our first kill of the challenge.
Okay, the other eye is destroyed just in case, okay? Yes! The Grogoroth is killed without losses! Yes!
I gotta say, we were decently lucky for this, but I was still pretty satisfied with the result. Killing a Grogoroth with no deaths is something you should be proud of. But there was another problem. You know what's the problem? It's called limb losses. Some skeletons now have less defense than before, because they lost their shield. And the next battles are gonna be harder because they have less protections. And to add insult to injury, from some Grogorovs we will not be able to escape, like from the Salmo Snake for example. And with this, things can go south very quickly.
Unless the Clovagods are on the same person, we should be fine. Why I think it's gonna be on the same person?
Yeah, as I was saying, for example. At the cost of Dante being dead, 2 Grokeroths were also down. In this moment I could have gone and taken a goal to replace Dante, but if I keep using all my party members like this, we're gonna be in a problem. Decided to go for another escapable Grokeroth, the Iron Shexparov, and I wanted to try to take advantage from the Blood Golem. Once again, we have to gamble that our skeletons don't take too much damage too early to allow the Blood Golem to get pheromoned. Fortunately, we won in the end. 3 Grokeroths down. And then we went to the Grog Mother! Mostly because I wanted to leave the New Gods for later, as it seems more epic to me to kill the New Gods version of Grokeroth later. And oh boy, this was a massacre. At one point, the Blood Golem just died because I wasn't able to heal it in time, leaving me and the skeletons completely exposed. Which means, at any point, if we are unlucky, someone can die.
I'm gonna use Combustion once again in the extra turn. There it is, Burning Gaze plus Clova God. Not on the eye! Oi! Sansoroth! No!
Okay, Sansoroth died, but at least we still have Legaroth. Legaroth has Healing Whispers. With him maybe we can still win the challenge, there is still a little possibility.
Please, okay. No! No!
All of this was able to grant us victory. Victory? Can we even consider this a victory? We lost everything. All we get is another boss defeated. No, not even that! Because you have to face the Cave Mother 2 times before it dies, remember? It's comical! The Cave Mother normally is one of the easiest bosses of the dungeon. In this challenge is potentially the hardest one, mostly because it has 2 phases. 2 Grokeroth fights by itself. Feeling deeply defeated, I went to take back a goal called the Legarotten, in memory of Legaroth, and I tried to at least avenge my party members by killing the Cave Groth phase 2. But, as I expected, it was the end. What do you think it's gonna happen now? I will tell you, I am a very stubborn person, you know? Oh, if you don't know, hear this out. We kept doing this for 2 more streams. Alternating between failures...
Heads! Come on! Give me something good! Okay, stream is over, guys.
Bugs...
Explosive Vial deals only 50 damage. The eyes have 100 damage except for one eye. No! We got the bug! We got the bug! No!
Interesting discussions.
The face reveal is gonna be at 100,000 subscribers.
Bugs.
Oh my god, miss. Oh my god.
We got the bug again. Yeah, there were a lot of bugs actually. Let's just fast forward a little bit, okay? Let's go to 10 February 2024. Remember we started near Christmas? Almost 2 months passed since the beginning of this challenge. And several things can happen in this amount of time. Even some things we may not like. But this is the best setup we ever created. We have a lot of Purifying Talisman, several Empty Scrolls, the Ever-Watching Talisman from the chest, Hard Leather Armor, and Gaunt Bassinet on us. Let's say there is a reason this character is called Frapollo 94 after all. The situation was looking incredibly promising, and here I can introduce one extra strategy: Defense Stance. Phobia not only increases the physical damage you take by 50%, it also reduces your evasion by 95%, basically not allowing you to evade. With Ever-Watching Talisman, this debuff is not applied, so Defense Stance gives us a 50% chance to evade. My new setup was very gambling, but a little bit of gamble is gonna be necessary at this point. Ever-Watching Talisman and Defense Stance to dodge at least 1 Claw of a God. All of this while the Hard Leather Armor tanks the damage from the eyes. Then, after the situation becomes more controllable and we removed the curse, the plan is to summon the Blood Golem and start applying the dots on Grokeroth, both poison and, if we can, burn. The plan we created seems pretty decent and pretty consistent, not only because we have 50% chance to evade, but Grokeroth has 10% chance to fail Claw of a God. Overall, the chances are in our favor. We also were able to kill Isaiah to have Transmutation, more mind-restoring items, and extra coins for extra Purifying Talismans. So, from how I'm describing it, it seems this is the attempt, right? It seems everything is perfect. Well, not really. There was something different from the other days. Don't misunderstand me, we were still able to kill a good amount of the Garrogaroths. I tried some new one. We first went for the Valtail Garroth, which was able to die even without talking. Then we went for the Salmon Garroth, because at that point my strategy became, if we first defeat the difficult Garrogaroths, then we can use the remaining resources to slowly grind the others. And then we also defeated the Garrogomauler. We were doing great. But let's say my mind was somewhere else that day. I was not 100% focused. God damn it! Breathing. Do you remember near the start I said that having 3 party members was a problem? This is the reason. For some reason, if you have specifically 3 party members, some enemies are gonna attack you beforehand. And this defeat was the final nail in the coffin. I was not able to just contain it anymore. You know, remember at the start of the stream when I told you I wasn't feeling so well today? I can actually tell you why, and it also connects to this. Wait, hold on. Come with me for a second. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. I mean, you probably already saw my face from my face reveal stream, or from my countless live streams I did after that, or if you only follow me for Fear and Hunger... Hi. This is my face. Hello, darling. At the start, I didn't actually know if I was gonna include this part, mostly because I think you may consider it stupid, and I agree, I'm gonna put somewhere a timestamp to skip it, so you can not have to listen to my stupidity. Also, it's not even something that bad, there are people with many more problems, etc, etc, okay. Now, let me explain what happened. You know, Frappollo94 is not just an Italian idiot which makes content on YouTube, it's also just a person, Francesco. Hello. And while Frappollo enters into multiple Eldritch dungeons and tries to win, even Francesco has to deal with his own everyday life stuff. You see, I have never been able to socialize a lot, okay? In my whole life I had only a very limited amount of friends, and I got them even very later on. So like, I missed those social skills, like the ability to, you know, talk in public. I'm very shy as a person, that doesn't contribute at all. And I have never been in a relationship, okay? Around November, a little bit before we started the Garrogaroth challenge, I started texting with this girl, which I... let's say... how can I... The point is, I started texting to this girl, which I found a very fantastic person, and at the start everything seemed to go well, like we started texting, we went out together, we went out on a date. She was also part of the inspiration for which I did this challenge. While talking to her, the idea came to me. What if all the enemies were Garrogaroth? When you talk to your friends or to the people you like, aren't you like, what if I kill Eldritch Abominations? But then something changed. The day before the stream you saw, the day before the stream I just talked about right now, she rejected me. And I tend to be very emotional about this kind of stuff. I don't even have that many people to talk about this stuff to. I have some people I talk to this stuff, but in general I keep everything for myself. So yeah, on stream I just collapsed. I wasn't able to continue. So, sorry. You know, okay, so I'm very easy to become emotional if it's something that touches me a lot. I also thought about just cancelling the stream completely and just skipping the challenge for that day. But, you know, it was literally the day before that, there wasn't a lot of advice, the stream was very hyped, so I didn't really want to cancel it. And yeah, that's how it went. And in particular, there was a problem. I told you I'm very emotional, but another thing I do is associating people with events, okay? And I started associating her with my challenge run. Just like I failed in the challenge run, I failed with her. And so the most logical conclusion was to cancel the challenge. I officially want to stop doing this challenge. I don't think there's gonna be something interesting in keeping doing it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna stop. I wasn't feeling like doing it. I felt demotivated. I felt like every time I resaw that challenge, I felt my failure. And yeah, that's the end of it, guys. It's over. The challenge run is over. Until you think that was gonna be it. You think I was gonna leave a challenge run in the middle. 8 July 2024. For those who don't know, I am also part of a theater company. I've been part of it for like 7 years now, like I may say I grew up with it also, I found some fantastic people in there. And overall, I love acting, just staying on the scene, being able to express yourself, interpreting other characters, understanding the good sides and the bad sides, keeping something from them. You know, sometimes when I imagine in my mind, I imagine like a big council where there are all my different roles interpreted, all together at once, it's something funny, whatever. My company on 8 July was officially disbanded. I don't know why, the first thing that came up to me when I was sad when that happened was this challenge. The whole Gorogoroth run at this point was just pursuing me. Like, it was like my shadow at that point, it never left me. You know, one thing I'm always scared when I do content, either on YouTube or in general when I produce new stuff, I am scared of becoming a slave of that stuff, and something in which if I don't succeed, I am bad, I am wrong, I am stupid. But yeah, this event made me decide, you know what? I cannot do anything about the fact that that girl rejected me. I cannot do anything about the fact that my theater company disbanded. You know what I can do something about? All Gorogoroth run. Was this just a complex way of saying that the way I found to deal with the fact that a girl rejected me is to kill multiple gods of distractions? Yes. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's go back. Well, what can I say? It's been 5 months. And the challenge continues after the face reveal, so from now until the end you're gonna be able to see my stupid face in the corner. But here's where I took one little decision. Up to this point, as you remember, I was trying to not use almost any bugs. Not as a written rule, but as a gentleman's agreement. But considering all the trash we had to deal with during the challenge, I came to a conclusion. There are no gentlemen in the dungeon. So I'm gonna allow some bugs in here. Our run died because of the doors, because of the soft lock in the Gorogoroth battle. If the game plays unfair with me, then I'm gonna show it what's the real unfairness. Good. Uh-huh. 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 Ah! Okay. I am sorry if... no, actually, I hope you liked this different way of making a challenge recap. Maybe some of you will not care about the part in which I explained what happened, but I still feel at this point it's a little integral part of the run itself. Not including it would have removed a lot from the experience. Let me know what you think. But you already know what happens next. Looting, blood portals, preparing the dungeon for the full Undertale genocide run. So let's speed up a little bit, shall we? Maybe we are still missing a book, I don't remember. Skull of the Lich. Is this a bad omen from my stupid run I did with only Needleworm? Since now I'm allowing more stuff, it's time to show you the new first addition to the run. Oh Lord, Teach Phase. Why? Because with this we can finally take the Penance Armor. We couldn't do it before because Tortur doesn't exist. When you enter into the battle with Tortur, it's a Grogotortur, so you cannot steal the key or talk to get the key. This is the only way to get the Penance Armor in this run. Are you ready for the second addition? Another problem for now has been that we may finish the money for the talismans. Well, I'm ready. If you already thought Pinecone Pig to farm money, you would be correct, but how do you guarantee the escape? Pinecone Pig needs to be equipped, so if you keep it on yourself, you have 50% escape chance. If you keep on yourself the White Angel Soul, and you have a skeleton for the Pinecone Pig, you are still not guaranteed to escape, because the average agility of your party is not 20 anymore. What are we gonna do? It's very simple, and for that, I need Obamna. Equip the Pinecone Pig, talk, and disable Necromancy. What happens now is, the Pinecone Pig is equipped, and for how the game is coded, it's still gonna work. Please trigger the Pinecone Pig. Nothing! Nothing! Even if we finish the money, we can enter into a battle with the White Angel Soul and have 100% chance to escape to farm infinite money. Preparations are almost complete, and the third and final addition to my strategy is almost ready. Oh, and if you think allowing bugs was a bad decision, check this shit out! As long as we don't fight anything, it's fine. Like, literally. What can happen if you don't fight? No. Let me re-show it to you. It's the same bug we've had in the girl only run. We apparently trigger a battle with the Harvestman on nothing. And you know what's the problem? From this battle, you cannot use the battle menu escape to run away. And we're at 1 HP, so what's gonna happen? Okay. Yes! 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 God damn it! Yes! After surviving the first turn, it becomes more and more doable over time, because we can enable more stuff, protection, the Blood Golem at one point comes to tank the damage. GG.
Can you die?
This stupid... Where the hell did you... This was the last attempt possible of the game to stop us before our strategy starts, and they failed. Let's go. This is the second part of my strategy for this battle. No! I cannot see which eyes are opened! Oh no! What am I gonna do now? Are you ready? Oh Lord, give Old Guardian. For those that don't know, Old Guardian Soul makes you immortal. When you reach 0 HP, you're gonna go back to 1 HP and the soul is gonna break. There is just one little problem, specifically with Gorgoroth battle. The attacks of the eyes of Gorgoroth happen at the end of the turn, after the Old Guardian Soul checks how many HP you have. So, as long as you stay above 0 HP before the eye attacks, the soul will not be destroyed, and we can stay in the battle immortal. In other words, if you're able to constantly heal to never go to 0 HP against the Claw of a God or Burning Gaze, we achieved immortality. Say hello to the true god of ultraviolence. After having spent 5 streams constantly getting destroyed from these bastards, you can't imagine the satisfaction of slowly seeing the names getting crossed on the list of required fights, one after the other. Our defense is incredibly high thanks to the Penance Armor and the Eagle Crest Shield. Limb loss is not a problem anymore, because we have the Penance Armor. While I'm talking, all the new gods are falling, and with each one, a different soul required to access the final battle gets unlocked. The Golden Temple, the connection to the other plane of existence, and the perfect stage to finish this challenge. It's not just a clash between gods, it's a battle against ourselves, to finally accept the past and keep moving forward. If you ever have to face problems, always remember that friends are on your side. Okay, the Pinecone Pig joined, but I actually was talking to you guys, spending time together, having fun on streams, reading your comments. All of these things helped me a lot, and they always make me feel happy. You know, every now and then people tell me how I or our community helped them, but if it wasn't clear, it all started with you. Without your help, we wouldn't be here today, in the Golden Throne, fighting the final Gorgoroth of the run. And with this, all the enemies of Ragnavaldr as ending, all Gorgoroth are defeated. After 5 months our character arc is completed. Just like Ragnvaldr was able to purify the dungeon from all the evil, we can finally keep moving forward in the unknown future. So, I really hope you liked this video, both if you were part of the challenge in the chat, or if you're a newcomer which is able to enjoy this content. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe, that's gonna help me a lot. For today, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for coming. And I will see you next time.